Thanks. I'm from Saxilby Primary School, and I'm here today to talk about supervision and how it's implemented within our school. So we have something called line management supervision, which is something that the head teacher facilitates, or line manager. This usually lasts for an hour, and it's once a term. It just gives us an opportunity to talk to a member of staff about how things are going in school in terms of our roles and responsibilities. Something that might come out of it is that actually we'd like some more CPD opportunities, or there's something specific that we'd like to talk about. We talk about maybe something we want to achieve this year, relationships with others, worries and concerns. The key questions that run throughout the session are scaled from 1 to 10. Once we've scaled those, we then have a discussion about, so for example, if we had to scale the question, how do we feel about workload at the moment? If that comes out as quite a low score or a high score, or there's any area for improvement, we have that discussion about how we can make it higher, how we ourselves could make it higher, what we could do, but also what other members of staff could do, or as a head teacher, what the head teacher could do, or maybe what as a school we could do. So it's nice to have that conversation and that catch up. It's very different to performance management, where you're held to account and there's targets set through the year to meet. It doesn't focus on that. It focuses on those other areas. Alongside our line management supervision, we have something called external professional counselling, which again is an hour a term, and it's provided by a validated company and a qualified supervisor, qualified counsellor who has no connection with the school, no connection to education, so there isn't an educational link, but it's an opportunity to talk confidentially for an hour with somebody that doesn't have those connections. It's an opportunity to talk and explore the effectiveness of our role, or anything that we don't feel that we can talk to our head teacher about, or to other members of staff about, something that it's just that opportunity to talk openly, I guess, and knowing that it's confidential and it's not going to go anywhere else. It's funded through external company funding, and it costs around £3,500 for the year. Catherine, the head teacher, believes that it is reasonable management instruction that everyone gives it a go or tries it, even if I think sometimes people that meant that using the term counsellor can sometimes make people feel a little bit worried. The first thing I think some people say is, it's not for me, I don't need it. And so it's that opportunity to just have 5 or 10 minutes out of the classroom. That's what she says, just give it a go for 5 minutes, have a cup of tea, even if it's a chance to have 5 minutes in a quiet room, quiet surroundings, with a hot drink, and just to talk about the weather. And then you'll know that eventually, I think I've been in a few times and I've thought, oh, there's nothing that I can talk about this time. And before you know it, actually you needed longer than an hour. And it is there to talk about school and about the role. But also I think sometimes people probably talk about other things, so maybe home or personal things that, again, they feel that maybe they can't talk to anybody about in school, and just having that person to talk to. Also think sometimes through supervision, both sides of supervision, some common themes come up. So I think a common theme over the last year or so has been like time to write reports. People have said, oh, it's really stressful when it comes to report writing, or it's really a stressful time for me inputting data. And through that, we've now had, as staff, we're given half a day to input data, or half a day to do our reports, and just having that opportunity is really good. And that's something that's come through supervision, and being able to talk to people about workload and so on. So when it was first implemented at the school over 5 years ago, the slots were quite hard to be filled, and I think people were quite sceptical about it and about using it. And now there's nearly 100% take up across the school, and we do have just over 50, I think, members of staff. We feel that it's had a huge impact on wellbeing within the school, and having the opportunity to share worries confidentially, and just having the opportunity to talk. So yeah, thank you. Thanks.
Thank you.